everybody. It is a cold one today, and it is cabinet day. So we're about to take all of these cabinets that you see that are filling up this dining room, unbox them, and install them in the kitchen. Cabinet day is one of my favorite days. That's when you go from a room to a kitchen. So stay tuned. We're gonna set some cabinets. So the first cabinet, which is the pantry in this corner, has been located. We're taking the doors off. This is all day long is gonna be a game of take the doors off, put the doors back on, take the doors off, put the doors back on. This cabinet is going in this corner, but this cabinet has those roll out like drawer shelf combos. And if the cabinet went all the way to the wall, then the door would not open all the way, and then the drawers will not run out. So the very first thing we're gonna do is put in this 3-inch filler. It's 96 inches by 3 inches, and it's gonna go up against the wall. Well, actually what we'll do is we'll screw this to that edge of the cabinet, and then it'll fit flush to the wall. And what that's gonna do is get that cabinet off the wall enough that the doors will open properly. So it's not just a matter of putting cabinets together, it's a matter of getting all the fillers and all that. We'll also figure out if that wall is plumb, and if it's not and we need to trim a little bit off of that filler, we can do that so that we start out with our very first piece being plumb. We've gotten our level lines. I think you can see those around, or chalk lines. So we are ready to get started. So this will probably come as no surprise, but those two walls, that wall and that wall, are not plumb. So we got the first cabinet temporarily in the area that's supposed to go, and it was nice and flush. And as we were working this way to keep the front flush, we were getting further and further off the wall. So by the time we got all the way over here, we were gonna be way off the wall. So now we are adjusting, trying different things to figure out what's gonna be the best way to get this whole wall unit as flush as we can. So we finally got these two cabinets, the pantry cabinet and the fridge cabinet, or the components that make up a fridge cabinet. They are mounted, they are plumb, they are flush, they're everything we need. The next is this piece. That is actually a microwave cabinet on the bottom with glass doors on the top. And it is set back. It is not quite as deep as the fridge cabinet. So this will fall right about here. And if that happens, you see you have a little lip here. These doors are not going to open. So what we have to do now is, just like we did a filler right there in that corner, we have to put a filler along this strip. Now the next cabinet is this one, and it's only 12 inches deep. So we have the same problem. The door here will not open unless we put a filler on that end of this cabinet. So we took our drawings, we figured out what fillers. I just went to the warehouse of cabinets and found the proper filler. We are gonna rip it in half. They come 3 inches thick, so we're gonna rip them in half so that we have 1.5 inches. So we'll have 1.5 inches on this side and 1.5 inches on this side, but set back a little bit. And then what we've got to remember is to put one underneath as well when we do the base cabinet, because the cabinets across here are all 27 inches. And if we put a filler on either side of this and we don't do the same on the bottom, then our top cabinets are going to stick out 3 feet or 3 inches, not 3 feet, 3 inches further than the bottom. So we have to make up the difference with our filler. So you can hear them out there cutting it. And what we'll do is take this door off, we'll drill some holes, we'll come through inside, mount that filler to right here. So that's the next step. So just like the top is dictating that we have to have some fillers on the bottom, we've decided to pull all the bottom pieces out and make sure we don't need any fillers that are going to dictate more fillers on the top. So it's all a puzzle. You have to think like 5 steps ahead. We are on a roll. It's taken a while, but we finally got it all. So these 2 cabinets and all of the top cabinets are mounted. We're getting ready to start working on these base cabinets. Of course, you know, we got to do some fillers. But that is a wall of cabinetry, and they are going to have a lot of storage space in this kitchen, which is what it's all about. All right, that's a wrap on a really, really productive day. We got so much done. Tomorrow we'll be back and we will bring these cabinets around, and then eventually all the way around, and then eventually there's a wet bar going in there too. So come back soon. Good morning, everyone. It is a cold and rainy Saturday, and we decided to get one more day in this week. So here we are. We are in the living room that has been our cabinet warehouse for the last month or so. Our cabinets are weaning down. We are opening them up. We are getting them installed in the kitchen. The guys are already quick at work. So let's go see what they're doing. Like I said, the guys are fast at work. When we left yesterday, all of this up top was done, and we were getting ready to start these 3 base cabinets. So, of course, as I've told you, we've got to have fillers. So we've got fillers on each side of this first cabinet to even out the fillers above it. And then the next 2 should go pretty easy because they will just be one attached to the next. It is a lot of trial and error. Add a shim, take a shim, lift it, pull it, tap it, till we get it right. These guys know how to work the magic, and they don't give up until it's perfect. And we did not like the way that looked, so now we are trying again. Sometimes you just gotta start over. So that first cabinet has been installed, so now we're trying to adjust it a little bit. We didn't like the way the cabinets were bowing out from the wall, just the slightest bit as we got down that run. All right, it's a little dark in here, so I hope you can see this. All right, I'm looking at this drawing of the kitchen, and over here is the range, and there are 3 18 by 42s. So what that is 18 inches wide and 42 inches tall. These are the upper cabinets. There's 2 with a right hand swing, 1 with a left hand swing. Now there's also 2 18 by 42s in the bar. So first of all, we have to make sure we know which ones are which. These have glass doors, so we got that. So then we have to find these. We have to find the right swing. And then what we also have to think about is which sides are finished. So this one, the side is gonna be visible from here and visible from under the hood. The same with this one, just this side is visible and neither of these are visible. So if I go over here, this cabinet is finished on this side and that side. This one isn't finished on either. And this one is upside down, but it's finished on this side. So what that tells me is this cabinet goes in first. It goes up against the wall, and it has a cabinet that butts up to it. This one is next. Again, it's upside down. So this unfinished side butts up to that unfinished side. And then we'll see this side. Then there's a hood cabinet that is shorter or higher, whichever way, however you want to think it. And then we go to this one with the 2 finished sides. So you always have to think a few steps ahead and really pay attention to what you're doing and map everything out before you start installing. So I, to stay out of the way, am hiding in the refrigerator cabinet. This actually has gone really easy. So we did a filler and then 2 cabinets. This is the hood cabinet. There'll be some decorative trim around the bottom of that. And so we have 1 more wall cabinet to go there. And then we'll start on the bottom cabinets. You can see better from over here. So we have all of these uppers are installed. They look good. We decided to make this cabinet go up a little higher. The client wanted a little bit of height on her hood. So we've gone up 6 inches there. And then we'll trim this hood out. Of course, doors are going back, and then we're gonna have crown all the way around. It's gonna look really nice. So tomorrow we will wrap around here, keep working on our base cabinets, and then keep going around the room. But a very good couple days work. All right, that's a wrap. We got this done. They got all of this finished. We are wrapping up. We are calling it a day. As we wrap up for the week, make sure that you're subscribing so that you don't miss a single video about the Fowle House or any of our other projects. And come back next week. We're gonna keep hanging cabinets and making our way around the room. See you soon.